welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm so freaking excited about because I'm going to be showing you how to edit a personal feed and kind of just plan your own and make your own theme. Yes. A few months back, I did how I edit my Instagram for my white theme, and I got a lot of comments saying like, oh, can this be used for nature pictures? Can it be used for this kind of picture? And I was like, not really, because it's meant to be only used for pictures with a white background. So if you were interested in making and planning your own Instagram feed, I will show you in this video how to do it, especially how to plan your own, because this is going to make your feed completely unique from everyone else's, and you can just basically mix and match things. I'm just very excited about it, okay? So if you're interested in learning how to do that, just keep on watching. Okay, so first we're going to start off by going into the phone, and then we are just going to go straight into one of our editing apps. I still like to use VSCO even though they got rid of the grid, but yeah, you can go into Afterlight. I know a lot of people use Afterlight, but I got used to using VSCO, so we're just going to go into VSCO. For me, the point of a personal feed is to be able to do things really quickly. So I just like the copy and paste feature that VSCO has, and I will just do that really quickly once I figure out a theme that I'm going to use throughout all of my pictures on my personal feed. So what I like to do to create the theme is go into all of your pictures and then just select the ones that you might want to use in the future. Like this is just like taking everyday pictures that I would like to post but can't because my feed is too restricted to certain colors, you know? Pick a bunch and then I'll hit import. So now that all of these are in my editing section for VSCO, I'll just go in and try to find something that works for everything. So here I have a selfie. I know this is super attractive. I took this randomly at work one day. So what I really like to do is I like to take selfies because sometimes you'll find a filter that you really like for all of your pictures, but once you apply it onto a picture with a face on it, the face looks too washed out or too dark. So I really like to start making my theme by editing one of my selfies. So the one filter that I've been using, I went through all of these, like I pretty much have all of them. I like to use E5. What I like about E5 is like it's not too harsh, it's not too blue, it's not too yellow. I think it's perfect. So I'll take that down from 12 and I usually do 5, which is a good medium. It's not like halfway, but it's not like all the way down, you know? So I'll put that on 5, and then I'll go into the settings. I'll usually bump up the brightness to, depending on the photo, of course. And then contrast, I'll usually do about 2 also. Then let's see. I'll go into sharpen and I'll usually put that up to 3 just to give it a little bit more clarity. And then highlights, I like to do highlight save, so I'll usually put that to 3 as well. And then for temperature, sometimes I put it up depending on the photo. Usually for this feed, I like to have the temperature up 1 to make everything seem nice and bright and warm. But if I ever take the picture at nighttime and it's weirdly yellow casted, I'll usually bring the temperature down a couple notches. But for this one, we're gonna put it on 1. And then for tint, we're gonna put it up 3. It gives it like a pinkish tone, which I think kind of fits for summertime. And then we're gonna go into fade, and I like to fade at 3. I feel like if you're trying to match a bunch of pictures to each other, if you fade it just a little bit, it kind of looks a little bit more cohesive. So if you don't like that look, you don't have to do it. Again, like this is all trial and error, whatever works best for your pictures, but this is what I'm using for mine. So I'll put on fade, and then that I think is pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. So I'll save that. So we'll go to copy edits, and then I'll test it on a bunch. Like pretty much I'll put this on the rest of my photos. Click paste edits. So there we have it. And then after that, I'll obviously go in and kind of adjust all of them. Also, I have a Disney Pass. Does anyone else have a Disney Pass? I'm very excited about it. So this one I think is a little bit too warm. So go to temperature, bring it down. Probably make this one a little bit more bluish. I think this one is too bright, so I'll take it down 1 notch. And usually when I do that, I like to bump up the contrast 1 notch. I don't know why, I just do it. This one I guess is okay. That one's alright. bring the brightness down on this one a little bit. Contrast up. And yep, there we go. So right now I'm just taking all of these, selecting them, and then saving them all to camera roll. Alright, so once that's done, I'm going to go into one of my favorite apps, So here, okay, you can see what I'm planning to do for my Instagram one, but we'll go into my personal feed. On you have the grid to plan all your stuff. A lot of people use VSCO to plan their Instagram, but then once they got rid of the grid, it kind of went away and then everyone started freaking out. And I was like, guys, I know an app for this. I've been using it for months. So what I'll do is add in all the photos, just edited. You can select multiple photos at once and just drop them all into here. And it kind of looks like a mess. So what I really like to do is kind of just play with the colors. So I'm noticing that in all of these summerish type of activities that I've been doing, I have a lot of neutral beigey colors, like the ground here, let's see, like the dog ears, the bread. I have some leafy greens, and I also have a lot of blues. Let me delete that one's a duplicate. So in order to keep everything consistent, I'm just gonna try rearrange them so they're not all super clumped together. What I really like about this too is that you can drag and drop. We're not gonna be super organized about this. We're just gonna try and see what looks best. You can drag and drop, you can switch two tiles together. But yeah, I'll just kind of figure out which order I like everything to be in until I get something that looks like this. So as you can see, I did every other color is blue, and then every other color between that is kind of a beigey neutral color or white. So it kind of gives everything a consistent look. It can be messy, but it still goes well together, and I think it looks nice. And it's really easy to edit too, because you just drop it in here and figure out what order you like everything to go in, and I think it's fun for summer. Also, if it's for a personal feed, it doesn't matter if it's like perfect. As long as everything goes well together and it's fun to look at, I think it's fine. So these are examples of pictures that I would put for my personal feed. Also, has an editing app in here so you can fix up the lighting. If you want to do just all of the editing in you can definitely do that. You can go into caption, you can write yourself a caption, and then you can also go over, let's see here, and then schedule your posts. To here you can say, I want to be reminded to post Sundays at 9:30 a.m. I don't know, like Sunday, Tuesday, and Saturdays. And you can click save. And then you can do a custom post. If you want something to go up at a certain time, you can click, I don't know, like these three. And you can click when you want them to go up. And yeah, I don't know, this app is super handy. Also, you can do it like, I want to be reminded in the evenings or whenever, you know? So I don't know. But yeah, that's basically how I plan my white feed, and also just the feed for my personal Instagram, where I'm not that strict about it. Figure out how they work best and what photos don't work and what photos do. So that's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm kind of thinking about making this a series because this was summer themed. I kind of want to change it throughout the seasons and stuff. So if you want to see an Instagram series of how I make different filters and plan the feed for that, let me know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. If you've liked and subscribed and all that stuff, thank you so much. It means a lot to me, and I will see you next week for my next video. I don't know why I said it like that. All right, I'll see you later. Bye. A few months ago, I did a video on how I edit my... Gonna go now, bunny.